Imagine if one small change in your daily routine could double your productivity. No complex systems, no expensive tools, just one simple habit that you can start today. This habit isn't a secret. It's a timeless principle practiced by some of history's greatest minds, from ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius to modern high achievers. It's so effective that once you embrace it, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. In a world filled with distractions, staying productive often feels like an uphill battle. Endless notifications, multitasking, and competing priorities can leave you feeling overwhelmed and unproductive. But here's the truth. You don't need to do more. You need to do less, but with intention. That's where this habit comes in. It allows you to cut through the noise, focus on what matters, and reclaim control of your time and energy. The best part, it's rooted in Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This habit puts that power into action, helping you master your focus and channel your efforts toward meaningful tasks. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand what this habit is, but also how to implement it in your own life. Whether you're a professional juggling deadlines or someone striving for personal growth, this habit will help you accomplish more with less stress. So, let me ask you, have you ever struggled to stay productive amidst life's chaos? Share your experience in the comments below. Let's build a community of people committed to making the most of their time and energy. And if you're ready to transform your productivity and unlock the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Forge of Wisdom. The path to productivity is simpler than you think. It starts with a single deliberate step. Let's dive in and discover how this habit can change the way you work, think, and succeed. Lesson 1. What is the simple habit? The simple habit that can instantly boost your productivity is single tasking, the practice of focusing on one task at a time with your full attention. In a world that glorifies multitasking, this habit is a breath of fresh air, cutting through distractions and allowing you to immerse yourself completely in what you're doing. Single tasking is deceptively simple, yet profoundly effective, because it aligns your actions with the way your brain is designed to function. Why single tasking works. Multitasking creates the illusion of productivity, but in reality, it splits your focus and reduces efficiency. Studies show that switching between tasks can decrease productivity by up to 40% because your brain has to constantly refocus. Single tasking eliminates this mental friction, allowing you to work smarter, not harder. By dedicating your full attention to one task, you enter a state of flow, a mental zone where you're fully absorbed in your work. This not only boosts your output, but also enhances the quality of your work, making you more effective and less prone to mistakes. What makes single tasking powerful? Improved focus. Concentrating on one task sharpens your attention and reduces mental clutter. Higher quality work. Full focus allows you to dive deeper, resulting in better outcomes. Reduced stress. Tackling tasks one at a time prevents the overwhelm that comes with juggling too many priorities. Greater satisfaction. Completing one task fully brings a sense of accomplishment, fueling motivation. The Stoic perspective on focus. The Stoics understood the power of focus long before modern psychology confirmed it. Marcus Aurelius frequently emphasized the importance of deliberate action. He wrote, "If you seek tranquility, do less, or rather do what's essential, what the logos of a social being requires, and in the requisite way, which brings a double satisfaction, to do less, better." This wisdom underscores the value of directing your energy toward what truly matters. Epictetus also taught the importance of intentionality, urging individuals to concentrate on what is within their control. Single tasking mirrors this principle by helping you channel your efforts into the present moment, maximizing productivity and peace of mind. How to practice single tasking. Identify your priority. At the start of your day, choose one high-priority task to tackle first. Eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications, clear your workspace, and set boundaries to protect your focus. Set a timer. Use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of rest, to maintain concentration. Commit fully. Dedicate your full attention to the task at hand until it's complete, or until your time block ends. Take breaks. Pause between tasks to recharge and refocus before moving on to the next one. A practical example. Imagine someone preparing an important presentation. Instead of juggling emails, messages, and other tasks, they dedicate an hour to working solely on the presentation. By removing distractions and focusing entirely on the task, they finish it more efficiently, with higher quality results, and without the stress of multitasking. A timeless reminder. Single tasking is a habit that simplifies your workflow, enhances your focus, and brings clarity to your day. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. By dedicating your full attention to one task at a time, you not only boost your productivity, but also honor the value of your time and efforts. Start practicing single tasking today and experience how this simple habit can transform the way you work and achieve. Lesson 2. The psychology behind single tasking. Single tasking isn't just a practical productivity hack, it's backed by psychology and neuroscience. Understanding why it works can help you embrace this habit and unlock its full potential. Our brains are hardwired to focus on one task at a time, yet modern life often pushes us toward multitasking, creating unnecessary stress and reducing efficiency. By returning to our natural focus mechanism, single tasking allows us to work smarter, not harder. How single tasking aligns with brain function. When you focus on one task, your brain's prefrontal cortex engages fully, channeling all its cognitive resources into that activity. This state of deep focus, often referred to as flow, boosts your productivity and enhances the quality of your work. On the other hand, multitasking forces your brain to switch rapidly between tasks, creating a task-switching cost that drains mental energy and increases errors. Studies have shown that multitasking can lead to decreased productivity. Switching between tasks takes longer than completing each task individually. Higher stress levels. The brain struggles to juggle competing priorities, leading to mental fatigue. Reduced creativity. Multitasking disrupts the flow state, which is essential for creative problem solving. Memory impairment. Divided attention affects your ability to retain and recall information. Single tasking eliminates these drawbacks, enabling your brain to perform at its best. By focusing fully on one task, you optimize your cognitive efficiency, allowing you to accomplish more in less time. Lesson 2. The psychology behind single tasking. Single tasking isn't just a practical productivity hack, it's backed by psychology and neuroscience. Understanding why it works can help you embrace this habit and unlock its full potential. Our brains are hardwired to focus on one task at a time, yet modern life often pushes us toward multitasking, creating unnecessary stress and reducing efficiency. By returning to our natural focus mechanism, single tasking allows us to work smarter, not harder. How single tasking aligns with brain function. When you focus on one task, your brain's prefrontal cortex engages fully, channeling all its cognitive resources into that activity. This state of deep focus, often referred to as flow, boosts your productivity and enhances the quality of your work. On the other hand, multitasking forces your brain to switch rapidly between tasks, creating a task-switching cost that drains mental energy and increases errors. Studies have shown that multitasking can lead to decreased productivity. Switching between tasks takes longer than completing each task individually. Higher stress levels. The brain struggles to juggle competing priorities, leading to mental fatigue. Reduced creativity. Multitasking disrupts the flow state, which is essential for creative problem solving. Memory impairment. Divided attention affects your ability to retain and recall information. Single tasking eliminates these drawbacks, enabling your brain to perform at its best. By focusing fully on one task, you optimize your cognitive efficiency, allowing you to accomplish more in less time. Why single tasking feels liberating? 1. Creates a sense of control. Focusing on one task reduces the chaos of juggling multiple priorities, giving you a sense of order and clarity. 2. Boosts satisfaction. Completing a task fully provides a sense of accomplishment, fueling motivation for the next challenge. 3. Reduces overwhelm. Breaking work into single tasks makes even large projects feel manageable. 4. Encourages mindfulness. Single tasking keeps you anchored in the present moment, improving both focus and emotional well-being. The Stoic perspective on mental focus. The Stoics emphasized the importance of directing your attention and energy wisely. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness." This focus on deliberate action aligns perfectly with the principle of single tasking. Seneca also highlighted the dangers of mental clutter, observing, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." This wisdom reminds us that spreading ourselves too thin prevents us from fully engaging with the task at hand. Single tasking allows us to concentrate on what truly matters, aligning our efforts with our values. How to tap into the psychology of focus. 1. Recognize task switching costs. Remind yourself that multitasking wastes time and mental energy, motivating you to focus on one thing at a time. 2. Set clear intentions. Before starting a task, clarify your goal and commit to staying focused until it's completed. 3. Minimize decision fatigue. Plan your tasks in advance to reduce the mental effort of deciding what to do next. Celebrate completion. Acknowledge the satisfaction of finishing a task fully. It's a powerful motivator to stay focused in the future. A practical example: consider someone working on a complex project, like writing a report. Instead of jumping between the report, emails, and phone calls, they dedicate a 90-minute block to the report alone. With their full cognitive resources engaged, they complete the report faster and with higher quality, freeing up time and mental energy for other tasks. A timeless reminder: single tasking isn't just about getting more done, it's about working with your brain, not against it. By focusing fully on one task, you eliminate distractions, reduce stress, and enhance your overall effectiveness. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, give yourself entirely to the task at hand. Embrace the psychology of focus and watch as this simple habit transforms your productivity and your peace of mind. Lesson 3. How single tasking increases productivity instantly. Single tasking isn't just a long-term strategy, it delivers immediate benefits to your productivity. By directing your full attention to one task at a time, you reduce mental clutter, minimize errors, and accomplish more in less time. Unlike multitasking, which fragments your focus and drains your energy, Single tasking aligns your efforts, enabling you to work smarter and faster. The results are often felt right away. Why single tasking is an instant productivity booster. 1. Eliminates task switching costs. Each time you switch between tasks, your brain requires time to refocus. Single tasking removes this inefficiency, allowing you to maintain momentum. 2. Improves accuracy. Concentrating on one task reduces mistakes, meaning you spend less time fixing errors. 3. Speeds up completion. When you focus on one task, you complete it faster because all your mental energy is directed toward it. 4. Enhances flow state. Single tasking helps you enter a flow state more easily, where productivity and creativity peak. Immediate benefits of single tasking. Sharper focus. You become fully present with the task at hand, avoiding distractions that slow you down. Better time management. Completing one task at a time gives you a clearer sense of progress and control over your schedule. Stress reduction. With fewer competing demands, your mind feels more at ease, leading to better decision-making and less overwhelm. Enhanced confidence. Completing tasks fully and efficiently boosts your sense of accomplishment, motivating you to tackle the next challenge. The Stoic connection to productivity. The Stoics understood that productivity wasn't about rushing or doing everything at once. It was about deliberate and focused action. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This reflects the idea that clarity and action go hand in hand, and single tasking embodies this principle. Epictetus also emphasized the importance of disciplined focus, teaching, "If you wish to improve, be content to appear clueless or stupid in extraneous matters." This wisdom reminds us to let go of unnecessary distractions and focus on what truly matters, a mindset that single tasking naturally cultivates. How single tasking boosts productivity immediately. 1. Prioritize your task. Choose the most important task to tackle first and dedicate a set amount of time to it. 2. Silence distractions. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create a focused environment. 3. Use time blocks. Break your work into focused intervals, such as 25 or 50 minutes, followed by a short break to recharge. 4th, track your progress. Check off completed tasks as you go, reinforcing a sense of accomplishment. 5. Repeat the process. Move on to the next priority task with the same level of focus and intention. A practical example. Picture someone overwhelmed with an overflowing email inbox and multiple deadlines. Instead of jumping between tasks, they start by dedicating 30 minutes solely to addressing high-priority emails. Once finished, they move on to their next task, a report, without interruptions. By focusing entirely on each task, they complete more work in less time, with better results and less stress. A timeless reminder, single tasking is a simple yet transformative habit that delivers immediate productivity gains. By focusing fully on one task at a time, you eliminate inefficiencies, reduce stress, and unlock your true potential. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Approach each task with this level of presence and intention, and experience how quickly single tasking can elevate your productivity and your life. Lesson 4. The Stoic connection to single tasking. The practice of single tasking aligns seamlessly with the principles of Stoic philosophy, which emphasize intentionality, self-discipline, and living in harmony with one's values. For the Stoics, life was not about doing everything, but about doing the right things well. They understood that divided attention leads to wasted energy, while focused effort creates meaningful progress. Single tasking embodies these values, helping us navigate life with clarity and purpose. Stoic wisdom on focus and productivity 1. Marcus Aurelius's principle of doing less, better. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you seek tranquility, do less, or rather, do what's essential, what the logos of a social being requires, and in the requisite way." This advice encourages us to prioritize and focus on tasks that align with our purpose. Single tasking reflects this principle by directing our energy toward what truly matters. 2. Seneca's warnings about busyness. Seneca observed, "Being busy is a form of laziness, lazy thinking, and indiscriminate action." Multitasking often gives the illusion of productivity, but scatters our focus and diminishes the quality of our work. Single tasking, on the other hand, promotes deliberate and effective action, aligning with Seneca's call for mindful effort. 3. Epictetus on control and discipline. Epictetus taught that control lies in our actions and decisions, not in external circumstances. No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. This metaphor reminds us that progress comes from focused, steady effort over time, a key aspect of single tasking. Why the Stoics valued focused effort? The Stoics believed that a meaningful life comes from aligning our actions with our values. They saw distractions as obstacles to living virtuously. Single tasking helps us overcome these distractions by fostering mindfulness, discipline, and intentionality. It's not just about getting more done, it's about ensuring that what we do contributes to our greater purpose. How to apply Stoic principles to single tasking 1. Define what's essential. Reflect on your values and goals to identify the tasks that truly matter. 2. Practice presence. Approach each task with full attention, focusing on the process rather than the outcome. 3. Accept imperfection. The Stoics taught that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey. Embrace them as opportunities to learn and improve. 4. Eliminate the non-essential. As Marcus Aurelius advised, do less, but do it better. Let go of distractions and tasks that don't align with your purpose. A practical example. Imagine you're planning your day and your to-do list feels overwhelming. By applying Stoic principles, you identify your top 3 priorities and commit to working on them one at a time. You ignore less important tasks and distractions, trusting that focused effort will yield better results. At the end of the day, you feel accomplished and aligned with your values rather than stressed and scattered. A timeless reminder. The Stoics remind us that focus is a virtue, and single tasking is a modern application of this ancient wisdom. By dedicating your energy to one task at a time, you cultivate discipline, clarity, and purpose. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness. Embrace this practice and let it guide you toward a more intentional and productive life. Lesson 5. Step-by-step guide to implementing single tasking. Single tasking may sound simple in theory, but in practice it requires intentionality and a clear plan to counter the distractions of modern life. By following a step-by-step approach, you can gradually integrate this habit into your routine and experience its transformative effects. The goal is to create an environment and mindset that supports focused, deliberate effort. Step 1. Identify your priorities. Before you begin your day, take a few moments to reflect on what truly needs your attention. Ask yourself, what tasks will have the most significant impact on my goals? Which tasks align with my values and priorities? Write down your top 3 tasks for the day and commit to tackling them one at a time. Step 2. Create a distraction-free workspace. Distractions are the enemy of focus. Set up your workspace to minimize interruptions. Turn off notifications on your phone, email, and messaging apps. Use noise-canceling headphones or play soft background music to block out distractions. Keep your workspace tidy and free of unnecessary items that might draw your attention. Step 3. Use time blocking. Time blocking is a powerful tool for single tasking. Dedicate specific blocks of time to individual tasks, and during those blocks, focus solely on the task at hand. For example, allocate 90 minutes to writing a report, followed by a 15-minute break. Use a timer to stay on track and avoid overworking. Step 4. Practice mindfulness. While working, approach each task with full attention and presence. To stay focused, start with a few deep breaths to center yourself. Remind yourself of the task's purpose and how it contributes to your larger goals. If your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to the task without judgment. Step 5. Finish one task before starting another. One of the core principles of single tasking is completing a task fully before moving on. Avoid jumping between tasks, even if it feels tempting. Completing one task at a time builds momentum and reduces mental fatigue. Step 6. Reflect and adjust. At the end of the day, review your progress. Celebrate the tasks you completed and the focus you maintained. Identify areas where you struggled with distractions and think about how to improve tomorrow. Adjust your approach based on what worked and what didn't. Practical tools to support. Single tasking 1. Pomodoro technique. Work in 25-minute intervals with 5-minute breaks to maintain focus and energy. 2. Task management apps. Use apps like Todoist or Trello to organize and prioritize your tasks. 3. Focus tools. Apps like Freedom or Forest can block distractions on your devices while you work. 4. Daily journaling. Reflect on your single-tasking efforts to reinforce the habit and refine your process. A practical example: consider a business owner preparing for an important presentation. They dedicate a 2-hour block to crafting their slides, with all notifications turned off and their phone out of sight. They resist the urge to check emails or address other tasks during this time. By the end of the block, they've completed their presentation with clarity and confidence, freeing up mental space for the rest of their day. A timeless reminder. Implementing single tasking takes practice, but the rewards are immediate and long-lasting. It's not about perfection, it's about progress and consistency. As Marcus Aurelius advised, do every act of your life as though it were your last act. By following this step-by-step guide, you can cultivate a habit of focus and intentionality that transforms your productivity and your peace of mind. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your efforts compound into meaningful results. Lesson 6. Real-life examples and success stories. The power of single tasking isn't just theoretical, it's a proven strategy used by some of the most successful individuals in history. From ancient philosophers to modern entrepreneurs, the ability to focus deeply on one task at a time has consistently led to extraordinary achievements. These real-life examples and stories illustrate how single tasking can transform productivity, creativity, and overall effectiveness. Example 1. Marcus Aurelius's Stoic focus. As a Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius faced overwhelming responsibilities, yet he managed to lead with wisdom and composure. His writings in Meditations reveal his method of single tasking, breaking down complex challenges into manageable parts and tackling them one by one. He famously wrote, "Don't let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. By focusing on the task at hand, Marcus exemplified how single tasking leads to calm, effective decision-making. Example 2. Steve Jobs' obsession with simplicity. Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, was a master of focus and simplicity. He often emphasized the importance of saying no to distractions and honing in on what truly mattered. Jobs once said, "Deciding what not to do is as important as deciding what to do." That is true for companies, and it's true for products. His single-tasking approach led to groundbreaking innovations like the iPhone and MacBook, reshaping the technology landscape. Example 3. J.K. Rowling's writing discipline. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter while facing significant personal challenges, including financial hardship. Despite these obstacles, she dedicated focused blocks of time to writing in cafes, immersing herself fully in her work. Rowling's ability to concentrate on her craft, one chapter at a time, turned her vision into a global phenomenon, inspiring millions of readers worldwide. Example 4. Athletes and the power of focus. Top-performing athletes, like Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps, attribute much of their success to single-tasking. Phelps's coach often emphasized the importance of focusing on one stroke at a time, rather than the overall race. This laser focus enabled Phelps to win 28 Olympic medals, proving that single-tasking applies to both mental and physical endeavors. Example 5. The creative genius of Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, a polymath and artist, achieved mastery in multiple fields through disciplined focus. While he is known for working on multiple projects, he dedicated intense focus to each task during its completion. His ability to immerse himself fully in his work, whether painting the Last Supper or designing innovative machines, was a testament to the power of deep, singular focus. How single-tasking leads to success. 1. Clearer goals. Successful individuals prioritize their efforts, focusing on the most impactful tasks. 2. Deeper work. Immersing fully in a single task leads to higher quality results and innovative breakthroughs. 3. Sustained motivation. Completing tasks one by one creates a sense of progress, fueling further effort. 4. Resilience. Under pressure. Focus helps people manage stress and navigate challenges with clarity and composure. Your path to single-tasking success. These examples demonstrate that single-tasking is a timeless strategy for achieving great things. Whether you're writing a novel, managing a business, or pursuing personal growth, dedicating yourself to one task at a time can unlock extraordinary potential. A practical takeaway. Consider applying single-tasking to a project you've been struggling with. Break it into smaller parts, eliminate distractions, and commit to finishing one piece before moving to the next. Like the figures mentioned above, you'll find that focus isn't just a skill, it's a superpower. A timeless reminder. Success doesn't come from doing everything at once, it comes from doing the right things well. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness. Follow the examples of these high achievers and let single-tasking guide you toward greater productivity and fulfillment. Lesson 7. Overcoming common challenges. While single-tasking is a powerful habit, integrating it into your daily life can be challenging. In a world that rewards multitasking and constant activity, staying focused on one task requires intention and discipline. However, with the right strategies, you can overcome these obstacles and make single-tasking a sustainable practice. Common challenges and how to address them. Challenge 1. Constant interruptions. Whether it's phone notifications, emails, or colleagues dropping by, interruptions are a major barrier to focus. They not only break your concentration, but also increase the time it takes to get back into the flow of work. Solution: set boundaries. Let others know when you need uninterrupted time. Use tools like Do Not Disturb modes on devices. Create a focus zone. Designate a quiet space for deep work, free from distractions. Batch communication. Schedule specific times to check emails or respond to messages, rather than addressing them immediately. Challenge 2. The temptation to multitask. Multitasking can feel productive, but it scatters your focus and leads to inefficiency. The urge to juggle tasks is often driven by habit or the fear of missing out on something important. Solution: remind yourself of the costs. Keep in mind that task switching wastes time and reduces effectiveness. Start small. Commit to single tasking for short intervals, like 20 minutes, and gradually increase the duration. Keep a notepad handy. If you think of something unrelated while working, jot it down and return to it later. Challenge 3. Overwhelming to-do lists. Long to-do lists can make it feel impossible to focus on one task at a time. The sheer volume of work may tempt you to tackle multiple tasks simultaneously. Solution: prioritize ruthlessly. Choose 1 to 3 key tasks each day that align with your goals and focus on them first. Break tasks into steps. Divide large projects into smaller, actionable steps to make them feel manageable. Adopt time blocking. Schedule specific tasks into your calendar to ensure you allocate time for them. Challenge 4. Restlessness and lack of focus. When starting single tasking, you may find it hard to stay focused, especially if you're used to multitasking. Restlessness can make it difficult to concentrate fully. Solution: practice mindfulness. Use techniques like deep breathing or meditation to calm your mind before starting. Use timed intervals. Employ methods like the Pomodoro technique to work for short bursts with scheduled breaks. Limit distractions. Keep only the tools you need for your task in front of you and remove unrelated items. Challenge 5. Perfectionism and fear of failure. Some people avoid focusing on one task because they're afraid of not doing it perfectly. This fear can lead to procrastination or unnecessary multitasking. Solution: focus on progress, not perfection. Remind yourself that completing a task is better than aiming for unattainable perfection. Set realistic goals. Break tasks into achievable milestones to build confidence and momentum. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your effort and progress, even if the result isn't flawless. Challenge 6. Maintaining consistency. Adopting single tasking as a long-term habit requires commitment, but it's easy to fall back into old patterns of multitasking under pressure. Solution: reflect regularly. At the end of each day, evaluate how well you stayed focused and what improvements you can make. Track your success. Use a habit tracker to visualize your progress and stay motivated. Stay flexible. Allow for adjustments when unexpected tasks or emergencies arise. A practical example. Imagine a professional who struggles with interruptions and a long to-do list. They start by blocking 2 hours each morning for deep work on their highest priority task. During this time, they silence notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and let colleagues know they're unavailable. Over the next few weeks, they notice that their productivity improves and tasks are completed more efficiently. A timeless reminder. Overcoming the challenges of single tasking is not about achieving perfection, it's about making steady progress. The Stoics remind us that discipline is the foundation of a meaningful life. As Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Commit to single tasking with patience and persistence, and you'll reap the rewards of greater focus, clarity, and productivity. Single tasking is more than just a productivity hack. It's a transformative habit that aligns your efforts with your goals and values. By focusing on one task at a time, you unlock the ability to work smarter, reduce stress, and produce higher quality results. It's a habit rooted in timeless Stoic wisdom, reminding us to live deliberately and act with purpose. As Marcus Aurelius said, if you seek tranquility, do less, or rather, do what's essential and do it well. We've explored how single tasking enhances productivity instantly, the psychology behind its effectiveness, and how it connects to the teachings of the Stoics. You've also learned practical strategies to implement it and overcome common challenges. Now, it's time to take action. Start today by identifying one task that truly matters. Eliminate distractions, dedicate your full attention to it, and see how much more you can accomplish when you focus completely. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things, one at a time. Let us know in the comments, what task will you single task today? Share your commitment and inspire others to take the first step toward a more focused and fulfilling life. If you found value in this lesson, like this video and share it with someone who could benefit from the power of single tasking. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to Forge of Wisdom for more life-changing insights and timeless lessons from the Stoics and beyond. Together, let's build a life of intention, clarity, and purpose, one task at a time.